So guys, can you hear me? Okay. I set it up in my front yard again. A couple days ago, I went to Bass Pro Shops in Eastridge and I got a few things, but I got me a new trigger or arrow release. You see that? It's a Scott and it's got this little thing here, right? And the thing with this is it opens on one side instead of both like my other one does. I'm sorry if I'm tongue-tied, but this is the one I wanted, so there you go. And it's got the leather strap, or I don't know if it's simulated but real. And then I broke down and I got a whisker biscuit. That's what it's called. It's arrow rest for this bow too. So I got them on both of my bows. So and I had to straighten on my other bow. I had to straighten the whisker biscuit out because it was like slanted a little bit. So that's probably why some of my shots were shooting down or out. But you know, I evened it out, so it's all straight now. This one was around 30 bucks. They had it on sale at Bass Pro, and I'd say this was about 50 bucks for the trigger. You know, I have another trigger, but you know, I just wanted this one because the other one just, you know. Anyways, I've got an old Easton on there. It's an XX75 aluminum arrow, one of my old ones. It's got the regular field tip on it. I think it's 11 something. I don't know what the diameter is, but I want to say 11/16, but I don't know if that's true. And on this, when you go and put it on, you have to push this little lever forward and it locks it in, okay? And then you can pull it back, and all you have to do, you know, you can adjust the sensitivity on it. You see that little thing? And you just barely touch it. You know, you wrap your finger around and just barely pull back and it will shoot. I like this because this is a tighter grip than my little Velcro one because of the buckle. And if you were hunting or something, the buckle would be better than the Velcro all the time. But I'm going to shoot my first shot. I think I'm going to put my glasses on first. I put the target on a crate, a wood crate, instead of chairs where I demolish the chairs. But it's my first shot of the day. I'm going to try it. I've been out just roaming around looking for bargains and deals. But you see, it's what's good about this. This is like the other one, you know. I'm thinking of I don't need a stabilizer on this, but there's an area on this newer bow to put a stabilizer on the front. But we'll just get down to business and I'll take my first shot, and hopefully it doesn't go out in the woods and I'll have to search for my arrow. But here we go. Ready? Okay. When you're ready. First shot of the day. Ready? And there you go. First shot of the day, hit the target. Like I said, you can adjust the sensitivity on the little trigger, but I just left it as it is. When you put it on the string, you know, you put it on the string here. Well, if I can do it. Yeah. I can't see with my glasses on. You put it on the string and just barely, you know, it's loose, right? But when the string's on there, it tightens up. So this has got a little tension on it, but I wanted to keep the sensitivity just stock, okay? But I did adjust the little string, and this, I bought this solely for the purpose that anybody can wear this, you know. You adjust the spring to the size you like to have your trigger, just so you can wrap your finger around the trigger. See how I'm like doing, and just ease back. You know, you don't have to slap it or do anything. You just ease back when you're pulling, you know, and make sure you're hitting the target or whatever. But just ease back, and it, you know, I hit the target first try, so I think I did all right. And like I said, that was my older Easton. This is a newer one. It's the same basic, you know, XX75s. You know, I think I bought all their stuff out. But anyways, when I went to Eastridge, right, in that Bass Pro Kabbalah shop, it's pretty big, and they had a wide selection of, you know, hunting supplies and stuff, and archery supplies, which I was surprised. And I had my choice of buying expensive things or just being economical and buying the one I wanted. And this is the one I wanted right here, you know. just for all the little things that you can do with it. All right. The other one I like too, because I started with it. It's got that bar, and the only thing with the bar is kind of, I mean, it feels too rigid for me. I need that looseness of the you know, the rope. So when I twist and stuff, I know the other one's on a swivel, but it's just preference. Okay. So I'm gonna try it again. Like I said, the target's on a crate. I thought I'd bring it off the ground a little bit. You know, eventually I'll have it even higher, but I'm not that bold right yet. So here we go, guys. Number 2. And I think that went over the target. I gotta go get my arrow. I'll be right back. All right, guys. It didn't take long to. It was right in back of the target. This is like, okay. One of the things is I put an old tip on it, you know, so I don't know if that messed with it or not. But like, say on my other ones, I have this tip, and you know, I've got this tip on this one, and this is the one that went off, you know, over the target. But I'm gonna try to shoot it again and see if that did anything. I don't think it did, but I'm not sure if this is an arrow that I fixed or, you know, whatever. But it's okay. Like I said, anyways, this little the whisper biscuit or whisker biscuit, or the arrow rest, I think it's pretty good, you know. I don't really care about the red, it doesn't matter to me, but it was on sale for 30 bucks and all the rest were like 50 and up. So, you know, I was being economical on my spending. I didn't spend over 200 bucks, which is surprising to me, because there was a lot of stuff that I bought. I bought some metal D-rings just in case, even though I've got tons of strings to tie the D-loops or D-rings or whatever you call it. I got plenty of string so I can tie my own, but you know, with the metal ones, they're already pre-made and everything. But I've got them. I got some extra tips up there, or points. You know, I just stocked up basically on stuff I needed. So like if I want to, you know, fix my arrows that are smashed up and just, you know, put new tips on them or points, I can do that. Earlier today, you know, it's later on during the day. I don't know. It's around 4, maybe. I can't keep track of time, but I went out earlier and just through a little nature walk, and I took pictures of like flowers and stuff, and you know, the woods and stuff. So I might add that in this video at the end. I don't know, but you know, I got some pretty good shots, you know, because I like photography too, you know, and I miss it, you know, as much as hiking and everything. But you know, I wanted to do some archery, and I wanted to go do a little, you know, like a photography session out there in the woods today. So that's what I did. So yeah, I kind of like this. I really do. I like this a lot. I mean, I'll keep the other one, you know, and I'm just going to shoot with my new bow today. I'm going to refrain from, you know, pulling my arm out on my heavy duty Rambo style one in the house. But here we go. Try it again. All right. And I got the ground on that one. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you can see, you know, there's a little gap right in between there. I don't know if that's affecting the shot. I don't think it would, but it could possibly be. I don't know. I'll have to tighten that down. I mean, it's really secure. It's not going nowhere. It's just there's a space in between there. So I'll try another arrow. Put my glasses back on so I'm not hitting the ground. But like I said, I'm not perfect, guys. So if I hit the ground a few times, you know, it's okay. You know? But yeah, I do enjoy this little release. Now this is an older arrow, so it doesn't, well it does, it clips in there. You know, when I tied the when I tied the D-loop in here, I made it smaller than the other one, so there's not much space in between the arrow and the trigger, so that's why it's a little cumbersome to put on, but once you get it on there, it's on there. So, try it again. Different arrow this time. That went over to the target. Gotta go get my arrow, guys. Once more. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Got the arrow. The reason why I stopped the camera to go get my arrow right away is because sometimes I get sidetracked and I might forget where I shot the arrow, you know, in what direction. So that's why I go immediately when I lose it. You know, when it doesn't hit where I want it to with my point of contact, I immediately try to go retrace my steps and get it. You know, I'm responsible for every arrow. So at the end of the day, I want to leave. I mean, even though I'm at my house, you want to count your arrows you used and make sure you got the ones that you used all. You make sure you have all your arrows that you used. You know, they're all accounted for. You know. Get tongue-tied today. All right. Like I said, the tension on this bow is not as much as my other one. Finally hit the target. Yes. But yeah, I wanted to try, you know, raising my target up off the ground. So that's why I bought like a little wood crate to put on it. I'm just trying new things, guys, just to make sure I can, you know, adjust and, you know, make progress. Anyway, all right. Ooh, that was a little outside. I have to move my point of contact in, you know. That's just a note for me, guys. Yeah, and those were aluminum. This is one of the carbon fibers. Today I'm not being specific, I'm just shooting arrows. Yeah, so there you go. And that was a little high. Whew. And guys, I don't know, I want to show you something. I don't want to creep you out or anything, but the reason why I wear this, and safety protection you should wear, is because of this. I don't know if you can see that. There's a bruise. It was hitting down here, so I moved it down here, and then it started slapping up here, so I have to move it up here. But that's why you wear safety gear, guys, because it left a big old mark on my arm. And there's a road nearby, so that's why you always hear cars and stuff, you know. But it's not too bad. And the train, anyway. There you go, guys. I do like this, you know. I feel I have more mobility without that big old metal thing. Even though it's on a swivel, I think the string works better. Anyways, hopefully it does on my shot. I don't know. That was off to the side. I'm gonna get my arrow because I can see it from here. Okay, guys. lot of things. Okay, guys. A lot of times, you know, I told you I buy some cheap carbon fiber ones, right? Sometimes for target practice, right? And you know, it's got that thing on it. But this is why, you know, I keep knocking the knocks off. You see that? I mean, I got some in the house, but yeah, I don't know if the string slaps it too hard or what, or I need to put bow wax on there. But yeah, it took it right off. You see, no knock on the top. Anyways. It's okay, guys. I got plenty of arrows. Do another carbon fiber. See if it was just the arrow or if it's my bow tearing them off. You know. Hopefully it's not, but you never know. No, I think it's good. Ooh-wee. But yeah, I don't know if you guys like this stuff, but it's what I enjoy doing, you know? Yeah, buddy. That's what I enjoy doing. Oh, that went over the target again. I might have to put it back on the ground, I don't know, but I'm gonna go look for my arrow again. Okay guys, I got it. The good thing about having that wood pile over there, I don't know if you can see it, it's directly in back of that target. There's a big wood pile. The arrows have to go through that or over that to get any farther. So that's why I search the wood pile, guys. So, and that's like a good safety precaution, you know. When I did it on the other side of the house, I had that bank, you know, the banking, you know, where the, anyways, you know what I'm talking about. I have something in back of the targets, so it's another safety precaution. Okay, guys, because I'm a safety advocate, guys. But I do like it. Okay, I do like it. All right, I'm gonna slow down. Take a deep breath. I keep on going over to the left a little. I have to move over to the right. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know why, but I'm trying, guys. Oh. That's in the middle, but it's a little low. All right. I'm gonna play around and let you guys rest for a while. All right. Yeah, I think I rather enjoy having these little arrow rests as opposed to the other ones. I mean, it might be a little difficult to see around them, but I manage somehow. I don't know. Still not used to this. Anyways. Oh. I'm hitting my target now, so. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video. I'm just gonna keep on shooting the arrows, alright guys? I know what it is, I forgot to do this. That's what it is. That's what it was. I didn't turn my hat around. Oh, God. Just remember that, guys. Most important thing, you gotta turn your hat around. Anyway. That's what it was. That's what it was. Take my glasses off once in a while because it's so hot out here and I'm sweating, guys. I fogs up my glasses. That's a good excuse, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. That went over the target. I gotta go get that one. All right. And there you go, guys. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, I just went and got my arrows out of my target, and I found my other Easton, so I found the one I lost. So now all my arrows are accounted for. Yes, yes. This has been out there for a couple days, but I found it. I'm happy now. Anyways, back to what I was doing. All right. And I keep hitting it right up here, guys. Right up here. At the beginning, when I first started archery, I was hitting my arm down here and you could see a little line. But now that I've been doing it a while, I'm tearing up my elbow here. So I have to keep it up higher. You know, those little things I do to my bows, you know, it might not impress anybody. People that are into archery really, you know, heavy. But, you know, I'm just learning, guys. You know, I started with a little youth bow, and, you know, I've been working my way up and using my hunter bows, you know, which have, you know, high tension on them. So, you know, like I tell you in my videos, I'm not a professional, and I'm not trying to impress anybody. I do this strictly for fun and my enjoyment, because I can, you know. That's all I gotta say, guys. Yeah. All right, if I can just get the target right. Okay. Oh, I got the tree down there. Okay, I gotta get the. Trying, guys, I'm trying. So if you know, stop by this channel to get all the tips from a professional, I'm sadly to inform you that I just do this for enjoyment, okay? I'm not out to teach anybody anything, but, you know, a few safety tricks, safety tips, you know, but I'm just learning, guys. All right? All right. All right. All right. I don't know if I'm going to have to wrap leg warmers around my arm or what, but it's still getting underneath the pad thing. I might have to just wear long sleeve shirts or something. Because my arm looks raw, guys. Not for TV, I guess. Trying to get my footing right. Oh my gosh, you see that? I knocked the bottom of the crate off. It's a wood crate, so that's why I just knocked it off. Now, that little wood crate is constructed of really thin wood, see? So, when it went through, it just tore the back side of this thing off. You see that? Smashed it right through, guys. I mean, it's just a wood crate, but yeah, it's a carbon fiber, and it didn't do anything to the arrow. I was surprised. I thought it'd thrash it because, you know, I'm good at thrashing arrows. Yeah, but not this time. It just tore up the crate a little bit. You see, I don't know if you guys can see that far, but it just knocked one of the boards out. So yeah, there's that. Ooh-wee. A lot of power. Anyways, back to where I was going. Alright. No, I don't know. I might be making this video too long because I'm just letting it run. So I'm gonna just end the video right there, and you know, Free and Wild, yeah. End the video right there, and possibly add some pictures to the end of it of my little nature walk out today. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care. Keep shining. All right. Try to make this an alert shot. I don't know. Okay. All right. That was the last shot of the day, guys. I'm beat. I've practiced enough. You know? All right. Take care.